What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of Unexpected Season 6, Episode 11, Ooh, Child. So let's get started with Lily and Lawrence. Lily and Lawrence are boring me to tears. There's not enough Lawrence. There's too much of Lily's mother. Now it's too much of Lily's two dads. I want to see the dynamic and their interaction and the relationship of only Lily and Lawrence. There's been too much of her mom, way too much of her mom. I understand that Lawrence is working. He's doing overtime, double time, triple time to support his family, to pay for this, which I think unnecessary wedding. I understand all of that, but I wanted to see more. I wanted the show to center more on Lily and Lawrence and how they're dealing with being a young couple, raising two young children after she was a teen mom or after a teen pregnancy. That is what I want to see. I don't want to see her mother bickering about this wedding, complaining about the wedding, doesn't understand why Lily wants to get married. I don't want to see that. I don't care about that. That could be like a little side story, but they've kind of made it like the main story. And another thing about the wedding, I don't think Lily and Lauren should be having this extravagant wedding. It seems like however much this wedding cost, regardless, it was above their budget. Lawrence is the only one working. I know they get a little bit of change from the show. I don't think it's life-changing type of money, but I know they get money from the show. Lawrence is working, but I still don't think that they can afford this type of a wedding. I think they would have been better off having something a little bit more intimate, still cute, still classy, but a little bit smaller. But for her to try to rent out this wedding venue and the menu and all of this and all of that, all of this for just one day, for the couple that they are, where they're already established in their relationship, they're raising two kids, they have a home, they're already set as a couple. I don't think a wedding like this was really necessary, especially if, I don't know if it's just Lawrence paying for it or if her parents are also helping. I don't know. But if her parents are helping, fine. But if it's just coming from them, I think this was a waste of money. I think they really should have put that money away for their kids or for a rainy day, for their own future. I just don't understand. But anyways, the night of Lawrence's bachelor party, like I said before, Lily's complaining about there better not be any strippers. A couple of his friends come over. They take him out. The first stop on this bachelor party night is to go have dinner with Lily's dads, her stepdad and her biological dad. I'm like, why in the world would his friends take him to go out to dinner with his two father-in-laws? Why is that? Why is that fun? Why does it scream, does this scream bachelor party night? Let me go have a steak dinner with my two father-in-laws. Anyway, here we are. So Lawrence was enjoying himself. He was drinking. I guess he got a little bit tipsy, a little bit toasty. And the father-in-laws, both of them, made a comment about his drinking as if he's got some type of a problem. Now, unless he has a problem, let the man drink. This is his bachelor night. It's expected he's going to get tipsy. He's going to get drunk. This is his bachelor night. Let him have fun. I don't know why they felt the need to make a point about him drinking. After that, they go to a club. We don't know what type of club it is because we only see the exterior as the guys are walking in. So I have no idea if it's a strip club or not. Who the hell knows? I don't think Lily should be worried. I don't think Lawrence is. I don't know Lawrence from a hole in the wall, but he just doesn't really seem like somebody who would get really, truly careless. I don't know. Maybe he would. Who knows? I don't know. But like I said, this whole thing about worrying about your partner going to a bachelor party or a bachelorette party because there's going to be strippers there. That's, to me, that's very, it's tired. It's just tired. We see the clip of next week where at Lily's bachelorette party, there's going to be a stripper there. I guess Lawrence gets upset about it. If y'all, that stripper that they showed, if I was Lawrence, I wouldn't worry. I would not lose a wink of sleep. I'm thinking about the stripper that was at on 90 Day Fiance, that was at Annalise and Clayton. At Annalise's bachelorette party, Clayton had nothing to worry about. I don't know if y'all watched that show or not, but Clayton had nothing to worry about. Okay, they had nothing to worry about. Now, I know that at some of these parties, things can get kind of raunchy. I understand that. But I thought it was typical to have dancers at a bachelor party or a bachelorette party. I thought that that was somewhat typical. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody enjoys that. But I thought that that's what you did at a bachelor party or a bachelorette party. You know, you have dancers there, you have strippers there. And if Lawrence was the kind of guy that easily got tempted like that, he wouldn't need a special occasion to go be around a stripper. He would be like Jovi. You know, Jovi and Yara. He'd be like Jovi. He'd be going to strip clubs every single day if that was his thing. So let the man enjoy his one night. Let him drink. Let him see a couple of, pasty covered breasts. Let him have this one night of enjoy. He works so hard. We barely see him on this show. The show is supposed to be centered around him and his relationship with Lily, and we rarely see Lawrence. Let him have a good time. Moving on to Kaylee and Graham. So Kaylee is in labor. She opted to have an induced labor because she's ready to have this baby out. Her mother tried to talk her out of it, try to let her know, it's not what you think. It's not like they're gonna give you some medication and boom, the baby comes out. You're gonna go through a long labor. It's gonna be very painful, especially when they give you that Pitocin. But Kaylee didn't want to hear none of that. She wanted to have the baby as soon as possible. So after the Pitocin, her labor kicked in hard. By 6 p.m., she was already in labor for 49 hours. After about 50 hours, they realized that this is a no-go. The baby was stuck in her pelvic bone or in her pelvis. The baby was stuck. The baby was also face up when they wanted the baby face down. So she was laboring for 50 hours until they decided that she's going to have an emergency C-section. Now, I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of a C-section. I've had 2 of them. I'm not trying to downplay that at all. But this is the norm, especially in the United States. People they do a lot of C-sections. Now, I have heard, I don't know if this is true or not, I have heard that a lot of the times doctors will opt for a C-section even when it's not necessary because there's less liability with the C-section. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not. So C-sections are the norm here in North America, in the United States. They're the norm. So the fact that whenever the doctors mention C-section, the girl starts breaking down. Everybody gets so worried. Everybody's crying. It's as if the doctor is about to perform some type of a procedure that is rarely performed and no one knows the outcome of. Doctors do this every day, all day. I'm not understanding why people get so worried about when someone has to have a C-section. Because her father was in tears, Kaylee was upset, and I understand that, a mother will have a certain idea of how she wants her labor to go, and she wants to, especially if she wants to have a natural labor, or if she wants to, like, it's medicated, but she wants to be able to push the baby out. I understand trying to avoid surgery, I get that. But the only thing that matters at the end of the day is that the baby is delivered safely in whatever way it is. And I just didn't understand all the hoopla of, oh my gosh, she's going to have a C-section and her dad was crying and everything. Like, I didn't understand that. I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe I don't have a heart. I don't know what I'm missing. Let's just have the baby in the safest way possible. Moving on to Daquan and Anaya. So Daquan and Anaya, they go out to eat. They forgot the baby, the diaper bag. I don't know how the hell that happens. They forgot the diaper bag and they're both blaming each other. It is what it is. Thank God, he didn't have like explosive diarrhea or something. So they're out to eat, just the 2 of them with their child, and they're talking about Daquan going into the military. Anaya doesn't like that. She thinks it's a horrible idea because he's going to be away from the baby. He's going to miss the baby's milestones. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. But I think it's quite impressive that Daquan wants to go into the military. I think it's a great idea. I think that the benefits outweigh, the negativity or the risks, or not necessarily the risks, but the benefits of it outweigh whatever. So she's trying to talk him out of it. She's letting him know that she doesn't like the idea of him going into the military because, he's going to miss baby's first this, baby's first that. And she also talks about the possibility of him cheating. If that's in his spirit to do that, if he would cheat on you while he's in the military, he'll cheat on you when he's not in the military. If that's just in his spirit, it's just in his spirit. He doesn't have to go to the military to cheat. You know, I understand that there's women, a lot of women in the military, but there's also a lot of women everywhere else. So I don't know if she was just using that as a scare tactic or to make him feel guilty, to guilt him into not going. But I think it's great that he wants to go into the military. Are there cons? Yes, there's a lot of cons to it. But I think the benefits outweigh that. He's going to have, he's going to, he's going to learn discipline. He's going to have decent pay. If he makes a career out of it, by the end of it all, he gets to retire a lot earlier than a lot of people. He gets to have benefits, I think, for the rest of his life, possibly. The child will also have benefits as well. So I'm not understanding what is the big deal. I mean, what do you want him to do? Do you just want him? I bet if Daquan got a job at Burger King, Anaya's mom she wouldn't shut up about it. She wouldn't shut up about it. If he just got a regular schmegular minimum wage paying job, Anaya's mom would not shut up about it. So the fact that he wants to go into the military and make something of himself and learn a lot, it could pay for college. It could help with them buying, well, we know they're not together. It can help with him buying a home, help him buy a home. So, like, I don't understand what the big deal is about him going into the military. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but the advantages of it, I think, are going to be great. They're going to outweigh the disadvantages. Moving on to Jenna. So Jenna decided to get another lawyer. I guess Aiden's lawyer is too much of a shark for the lawyer that she had. So she's going to hire a tougher lawyer to try to get some things changed up with this visitation schedule, because the way that the court ordered the schedule, she cannot go back to South Carolina, which she sees as her new home. And so she's going to get another lawyer. And everyone believes that Aiden is he's just being a really bitter baby daddy because of all of the pictures and videos, I guess, that Jenna is posting on social media of JJ bonding with her son, interacting with her son. It's making Aiden feel some kind of way. So he's just using this whole visitation thing as a way to sabotage Jenna's relationship with JJ. Is blatantly honest, because before JJ came into the picture, or before Jenna began posting about JJ, Aiden wasn't trying to fight for any kind of visitation. Now that she is, coincidentally, now all of a sudden he wants to have more time with his son, when he had no issue with her moving to South Carolina to begin with. Because if it really bothered him that he couldn't see his son enough, he would have tried to prevent him from even moving out of Pennsylvania way before, JJ was in the picture, or before JJ was exposed or whatever. They would have already had a visitation schedule, because their relationship has been so acrimonious that you would have thought that the first thing he would have done was to get some type of a visitation order. But no, he waits until she's moved to South Carolina. He sees her having a great time on social media in South Carolina, and now he wants to drag her back to Pennsylvania, and keep her there through this, this visitation schedule. So yeah, I don't know. Good luck to Jenna with all of that. Like I said, Aiden, stop being so bitter. Get you some business. Make the effort to come see your son in South Carolina if it's that important to you. A lot of parents don't live in the same states, and they're still able to make it work. Yes, there's going to be some sacrifices made. You won't be able to see your child as much as you would want to, but you can make it work. You can make it worthwhile. She can have the child in South Carolina, and he can have the child for all the holidays, or for summer at least. He can have the child for the entire summer. That could still be worthwhile for the child and still make visits. He can get on a plane and go to South Carolina at any time to see his son. So yeah, it's not the end of the world if she's moving on with her life, because you didn't really appreciate when she was with you, but you're not happy with her not being with you. It's like, if you can't have her, you don't want nobody else to have her either. Really sad. Bitter baby daddy. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it on your way out. Please don't forget to rate the video if you like this content. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.